Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, U.S. Global Command. What is this? 6.4. Moving right along. Okay, as you remember from last time, the United States and NATO are now at war with Soviet Global. And the United States, just to cover all the bases, is going to go ahead and make a declaration of war on Warsaw Pact. So now everybody's at war. So, oh, look at that. I got so busy planning and thinking, I didn't lay out my tech dice. Bad me. All right. Even though it seems to be a sucker's play anymore, we're going to try PGM again. And we're doing... That don't belong over there. That don't belong in there either. So there's SDI. And we're doing... PGM, SDI, Advanced Manufacturing, which is 13. That one, I got stuff all mixed up. Okay, there's number 13, and then Advanced Airborne. Number, it's right here somewhere, 14, there we go. Okay, yes on PGM and yes on Advanced Airborne. So PGM goes to stage 2. Advanced Airborne goes to stage 2. Okay. Next up, military aid and purchase. That's a little pile of stuff there. Okay, the United States is going to send NATO a next-gen MBT for 6. They're also going to send Iran a mechanized infantry for 6. That's the military aid. Now, American purchase. They're spending 18 on 3 next-gen MBTs, 8 on a pair of MBTs, 4 on 2 SPAGs, 12 on 4 frigates, and then this turn they're building 4 cruise missiles, 2 anti-ship missiles, and 2 Tomahawks. These are greens because that's what it's gonna change out to when everything gets added together. There'll be green chips instead of grays. Okay, that's all that. Combat. It's going to be a little bit of combat, not a whole bunch, but a little bit. First, here in the Middle East, B-52 from Diego Garcia is going to take off and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Baghdad to carpet bomb. Joining him are going to be the attack bomber from the carrier in I-6 going in on a surgical strike with spy satellite support, so it'll be at full strength. And then the fighter and the Top Gun ASF from the carrier are also going along to escort the mission. The Iraqis the Iraqis are not going to try to intercept. Of course, it's just a minor air base there, so it can only scramble one. And it's even sending up an ASF. You're sending one guy against an ASF that shoots a little bit stronger, plus a fighter, plus the attack bomber and the B-52 both get to take a shot. It's not very good odds. So they're not going to try to intercept. Next combat is going to be here in the mid-Atlantic. Here in A36, there is a supercarrier that has an ASW chopper and an S3 Viking on board. So the supercarrier is going 1, 2, 3 over here to A32, and its chopper and Viking are attacking that Soviet SSGN in A31. Okay, then a little, oh wait, forgot one. Frigate from A24 is going 1, 2 to also come down and join the attack. Up here in A15, frigate from A24 is going 1, 2 up here to attack, and he's going to be joined by the SSN from A4, which is coming down 2. They're going to team up and attack that Soviet SSGN right there. And that's going to be it for combat. Okay, so let's do Baghdad first. There is a SPAG in Baghdad, so it will get 2 air defense shots. And it does get 1 hit. Oof. Oof. Well, gonna have to take the hit on the Navy fighter, I think, is the wise choice. Okay, so the attack bomber, surgical strike, rolls a 7. 5 gets a hit with land target, or no, that's not land target select. Never mind. That's a hit because he was able to roll full value. And now we've got the B-52 coming in to carpet bomb. And he came up with nothing. So 1 hit in Baghdad, and much as they hate to, they're going to take it on the SPAG that just scored a victory. Okay, so that's that. All right, now we will have A31, a frigate, a Viking, and an ASW chopper. So, let me refresh myself here. The Viking has a sub-attack of 4. The frigate's a 2, and the ASW chopper is a 3, so. Okay, frigate, miss. ASW chopper, miss. Viking, miss. Ooh. Everybody came up short. All right, that SSGN is going to go on silent running. So now up in A15, we have a frigate and an SSN. So the frigate, miss. SSN, miss. That SSGN is also going to go on silent running. Not too much luck. So silent running here for the SSGN and also up here in A15 silent running. Okay, that's the end of combat. Now non-combat. Okay. Well, do the obvious one first. The B-52 flies back to Diego Garcia. The Top Gun ASF and the Navy attack bomber go back to the carrier in I-6. All right, now, as long as we're here, we're going to employ some forward defense. So everybody from Macau, he moves up to northern Saudi. And then they're going to do some more forward defense. Everybody from Suez is going to move over here to Western Egypt. Then the rest of the fleet in A36 is going to go over here to A32, so put the carrier back on the fleet card. The P3 from Northeast United States, 1, 2, 3, 4, out here to the Azores. The B-52 from Northeast United States, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to Southern England. Got an F-117 here in Southern United States. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has a move of 5 with the air movement bonus, so it goes to Southern England. The Spag from Central United States moves over to Northeast United States. Okay, airlift. Okay, we've got 1 here and 2 here in their major air bases, so everybody can go. 1 light infantry is going to airlift from Gulf states to Iceland. The other 2 are going to airlift from Gulf states and Southern United States. 1 lands in Suez, 1 lands in Macau. Okay, that's our airlift. We have 2 rebases. So we've got an A-10 and a fighter in Southern United States. They are both rebasing to Rhineland, which is this card here. So the American fighter and a second A-10 arrive in Rhineland. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to mention the two of the three Marines that were in Nicaragua got on the amphib and went with the fleet over to A-32. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Okay, so now we're going to have some sea lift. Down here in Central America, we have, in El Salvador, we have three. Let's see, well, they can only do one of those. Okay, we're going to do this then. We're still on, we're doing strategic land movement now. In El Salvador, we have three next-gen MBTs and a rocket artillery. They are going to go 1, 2, 3 up here to Gulf states by strategic land movement. There's that. Then this MBT is going to sea lift by the minor port there. He's going 1, 2, 3 up here to southern United States. The rest of those guys have to stay there for the moment because there's no more capacity for them. So that was one sea lift. Leaves us 5 more embarkations. But we're not going to use them at the moment. No. Not going to use them at the moment. So I think that's it for non-combat. Let me check my notes. Yep. Looks like that's it for non-combat. So collect money. Oh no, not collect money. Place units. What am I saying? Place units. Okay, so we've got 3 next-gen MBTs. And as I'm quite sure you have already figured out, they are going to Western Europe to the 3 Pomkis sites. So 1 here in Benelux, 1 in Rhineland, which I'm putting on the card, and 1 down here in Lazio. There's that. Now we've got 2 MBTs and 2 SPAGs. They are going to the minor army base in Macau. There's that. 4 frigates, as I'm sure you have probably already guessed. I'll go in here in A24. There's that. And now Iran gets a recruitment role. They have 2 zones left, Shiraz and Eastern Iran. Oh, they got it. They got her. So, they are going to elect to put 2 paramilitary into Eastern Iran. So it's not just sitting there wide open. Yeah, there we go, 2 paramilitary. Okay, now we deliver military aid. The mech for Iran goes into Shiraz via this minor port. The next gen MBT for NATO is going here in Lazio. And if you want me to show that it's a legal path, we'll build it here in Southwest or Gulf states. So then it goes 1, 2, 3, shortest path going underneath the, well, the SSGN's on silent running anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But that's the path it followed. Okay, now collect money and do missiles. So now that we're at war, build 4 cruise missiles per turn. That is one bad thing about the extra tall flight stands, is that when you got your big strategic bombers on them, they are very top heavy and they flop over very, very easy. Okay, so had 2 anti-ship missiles, we're building 2. So we changed that to a green chip. Had 2 Tomahawks, we're building 2. Change that to a green chip. The Americans saved 1 IPP I forgot to mention. And I'm going to start putting those saved ones up in the bank actually, because I forget them every time. So that way, hopefully I don't, well, I can't forget because it's already there. Okay, the Americans are at 57. They have 2 destroyed tankers, so that's -4. Which is going to give them 53. Plus the one they saved makes 54. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.